Here we go.
3 nights in prison for public indecency while inebriated is not harsh, Lydia, especially for a man who has violated the 18th Amendment of Prohibition banning the production, trade, and consumption of alcohol. I don't care that Mr. Howard didn't directly harm anyone. Suppose you had the duty of upholding all citizens to the law. Would you not stay true to that law for all men? Especially for a man who... We live in a country where our laws are just. These laws are based on the Lord's own teachings. These laws allow for punishment of evildoers and allow men who uphold the law to live safely. And the law allows people like you and I to help others. Suppose you represented a widow in court, and the men distributing the assets of the will refused the widow her rightful property. And they said that a woman has no right to property, whether or not it was lawfully and purposefully bequeathed unto her. Would you not naturally fight for the widow? Lydia, this is a difficult time for women, especially independent working women. Men look at women like us and they feel emasculated. That is why they are arguing against the amendment that could allow women to vote. They want to make us feel like we cannot do everything men can do. They want you to believe it. They want you to believe that because of your size and gender and financial background, that you cannot make it. But they're wrong. Do you see the leaves changing color outside the window? The times are just like that. Change is in the air for us ladies. Because through time and patience and hard work and faith, you can prove them wrong. If you just don't let the testosterone-induced society get to you, and you carry yourself, as my father said, to make a statement, then you can prove them wrong. You will command respect from the men, and they will have to treat you as an equal, and thus give us women the same rights granted unto them. Would you not respect someone who had worked hundreds of times harder than you to achieve the same status? And would you not, as the harder worker, hope and even ensure that life for those who had made it difficult for you and had told you that you couldn't reach and rise to their level, that you would make life just as difficult for them? I didn't let society get to me. See, I worked harder than any man to get to where I am today, to a position where they have to respect me. You see, suppose you stood just 5'2" and had worked your way as a grocery clerk, studying law by candlelight, until you became an attorney at law. And then suppose through your diligence and regular church attendance, you became attorney for Thomas Rhodes, collecting notes and mortgages and representing the widows in the probate court. And through it all, they jeered at your size and laughed at your clothes and your polished boots. And then suppose you became the county judge, and Jefferson Howard and Kinsey Keene and Harmon Whitney and all the giants who had jeered and sneered at you were forced to stand before the bar and say, "Your Honor, well, don't you think it was natural that I made it hard for them